Morning folks, Saturday here from Offtap Brewing. Welcome to Tiny. Been up for a while, got up about 4 AM to start running this lot through. Got the first runnings going in now. It's been smelling good all morning. That's pretty hot actually. I don't know if I'm going to add more chili to that. But still got all that to go. So me thinks me gonna have a big day on the jerky. Got to go over to Kez's shortly and get my burner so I can start building my frame. So that's what this video is about, the frame build. I'm just going to use stuff I've got laying around the yard. I used to be a purling mill operator, and any of you guys that know about roofing or big sheds and that, you know what purlings are. So I've got some 100s and 150s, mainly 100s I think, scattered around my yard. I'm just going to build them out of that. That's about it. So yeah, time to see if Kez is up. Okay, home from Bunnings, home from the gas shop, home from Kez bars. Okay, that's just a temporary stand that I just had sitting there. That's the rig Kez bar made for me, with the gas switch, the gas lever. Bombed it up with some gas thread tape so it got no leaks. Doesn't look like I have any. So let's fire this baby up. Nice. All right. Time to build a stand for it. Okay, as I said, I'm going to be ratting around in my junk pile for the ingredients to make the stand. I don't really want to go and buy the stuff. I mean, it can get quite expensive, so this is what I've got. I've got a bit more around the other side of the house as well. So let's have a look. Okay, my first thought is to use those somehow. So I might go and throw a tape over them and see how they fit with that burner. Okie dokie, here's the plan. What I want to do, because I'm only going to be using the kegels for a short amount of time, that's a small one. I've got a wider based one, and they don't really fit on that frame. So what I want to do is have this frame built and ready for the 100 litre pot when I get it. So it'll just go straight on there, just grind a few bits and pieces off, and that'll be good. So what I'm thinking is cut that piece off, cut that whole piece off, cut out along here, like that, and then cut out a little bit here. So the burner, right with this one, so the burner slides in through that way. Right, slides in and sits down in there. I think that'll be good. I might have to make these here a little longer, and with that coming out there, the gas line needs to come out of here. So let's give it a go. If it doesn't work, I'll try and build something from scratch, but just utilising stuff I've already made. That, if you recognise the shape, is my spirit dispenser from in here.
After death, the red blood cells in the eyes break.
So that's the shape of that thing out there. That's what I made out of that one. I had a few spare of these dispensing things, and I was going to make a couple up for some people, but it didn't work out. But I've got the 2 frames there, so you know, hopefully I can utilise it. Okay, got my cut-off disc on my grinder. Very thin, 1 mil. It's a very thin one, so I just need a power cord. I've got my my Japanese welding boots on, so I'm good to go. I'm good to go, peeps. Okay, as you can see, I've cut a recess out there for the pipe, and I've cut the tray for the burner. At the moment that's fine. It rocks a bit backwards and forwards, but all I'm going to do is just put a piece of wood under there to lock the pipework in and to hold the burner up. Now all I've got to do, I suppose, is weld some legs on it. And this has all fabricated from, probably 2 years ago I made these things. 2-3 years ago. So I've got all the material pre-cut. So got some legs out the back here. Just work out what sort of height I want on them. I think I might just go, might put them in the corners and just, put one leg there, one leg there, one leg there, one leg there. I think that's probably the way to go. So we need 4 that are the same length. Oh look, another fucking ball. Okay, so one, 2, that's a bit bigger. We have 4 the same. I will have 4 the same. Guarantee it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, beautiful. There's a few key components to remember when you're welding. Lefty. Gotta have lefty. You gotta have, the right sort of safety equipment, your helmet, all that sort of stuff. And you've got to have your rig set up properly. I mean, if you're welding and you can see the wire coming out and then burning back to the tip, well then you don't have your wire speed coming out fast enough. If you're welding and your job keeps getting pushed away by the wire, then your of course your wire speed is too fast. You need a nice even flow. Welding gal really sucks. A smarter man would probably grind all the gal off, but you know, I'm going to grind gal off like I sanitize. You got to get your heat right for it to penetrate and not blow holes, and you got to keep your gun moving. You got to keep the gun moving. So where you're welding something together, you keep it moving. Keep bringing the steel in. Keep adding steel. Keep the heat nice and even as you go down. So it's all falling apart. Alright, I'm going to tack these legs up and see how that looks, and then yeah, go from there. Right, okay, that's the legs tacked into position. Now I've just got to square them up and keep welding. So I've just done a little weld on each so they can still move. You know, I can still got room to square and to do all that sort of stuff, but they're all there. So yeah, I'm going to get to squaring up. I wish I had room on my bench, but yeah, that's not going to happen today. So I'm just got to do it like I do it. As you can see, as a welder, I would have been a better butcher, but that's going to hold. I've still got that leg there stuffed up a bit. It moved as I welded it up a bit, but yeah, I'm just going to finish welding around here and then cut some metal for my spacer to get the kegel off the burner. So yeah, welding gal's fun. I hate it. That's why I never do well at it. But I did weld this up, in all honesty. My workbench here, I've made that out of purlings. You know, it's not very good, but it all locks up. So my tools can go away and be locked. So yeah. Alright, back to welding and then more cutting. Okay guys, all done, all finished. Cheap and nasty, just made out of scrap, so I didn't really, you know, take too much time on it. Cost me one cut-off wheel for my grinder, you know, and a bit of welding, gas and that. So it's not pretty, but it's not going to be the final product anyhow. When I build the big one, I decided that yeah, I'll just go and buy the material and all that. But that's the finished product. I had to make these sliding feet to go in there, just to keep it more secure. So basically, that goes up underneath like that. And there it is. Might as well fill it with water and give it a test run. Yeah, that's about it. I'll get this up and it'll all be cool. So you guys have a lovely Monday. You saw my photo of Monday morning. That was the sun coming up over the motorway. So doesn't the smog create a pretty picture? Alright. Remember, beer makes you smarter.